You're listening to the October edition of the Sponsorship Experts podcast with Paul Poole, Director of Paul Poole Southeast Asia Co Limited and the founder of the Sponsorship Experts. In this episode, we'll be breaking some news about Volleyball World. We'll be talking some more about the Icon Series golf event, 2 mass participation running events, one in Bangkok and one in Phuket, and announce the availability of the new Brands in Volleyball Asia report, and plenty of other news, so let's get on with it. Okay, here we are again, Paul, for the October podcast. And the first thing we're going to talk about is Volleyball World.
Yes.
Go ahead. What's the news?
Well, we say proud of the newsletter, but we're more than proud. We're excited to be working with Volleyball World again here in Thailand, to work with them on their commercial sponsorship and partnership marketing for their tournaments here in the Kingdom. So Thailand has won the bid to host the 20th edition of the FIVB Women's Volleyball World Championships in 2025. That'll be happening in August, September next year. So we'll see 32 teams descend on Thailand. And that's up from 24 teams previously because of the popularity of volleyball. And that tournament is now every 2 years, where it was originally every 4 years. So big news for Thailand. I think actually it's going to span 4 provinces when it comes because it spans 2 weeks.
Right.
So big tournament. And we're also in the planning stage of a Volleyball Nations League, or VNL, and a Beach Pro Tour tournaments coming to Thailand next year as well. So hopefully we'll have the Women's Volleyball Nations League Thailand, which we obviously worked on in 2023, and this year in 2024 with the final. Beach Pro, we did a challenge event in Chiang Mai back in the end of 23. We're currently speaking with host venues in Phuket. So 3 fantastic tournaments coming to Thailand with a bit of luck. We'll talk in more depth about each of those in future episodes next month for the FIVB Women's World Championships. And that's the 3rd year now that we've worked consecutively with Volleyball World. So, thrilled, absolutely thrilled to be continuing the relationship.
I was reading Finn Taylor, the head honcho.
Yep.
Gave you a glowing review. He said, "We're pleased to work with Paul and his team and continue to bring world-class volleyball events to Thailand and beyond.
Yep.
They provide, and then he says, they provide just the support we need to drive this sport and engage an ever-growing audience."
Yep.
Oh, and that must feel good.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, we've had a really good relationship with Volleyball World over the last 2, coming up to 3 years.
Well, I mean, Finn works with sponsors all over the world.
Yes.
Companies like yours all over the world.
Yep.
You know?
So
it's quite an endorsement. I mean, this is the 3rd one, you said?
So this is the 3rd consecutive year, yeah. And we interviewed Finn quite a while ago now, when Sponsor was sponsoring the VNL for this year's finals. He was over for the press con for that. And we've had, we have and continue to have a really close relationship. In fact, the commercial team at Volleyball World, who, as you say, work all over the world with different agencies, different sponsors. We really are an extension of their commercial team here. So we're not just an agency; we're actually part of their team, growing that sport in the Kingdom. And I'm hoping, that might expand into other countries in Asia, Southeast Asia through Paul Poole Southeast Asia, and the rest of Asia through ASN, Asia Sponsorship News. So we're absolutely thrilled to be working with them again,
and they're thrilled to be working with you, and it's all lovely.
We've had great results. I mean, we've delivered every year. We're hoping the VNL will be back because the 2 sponsors that have sponsored historically want to return to that event. So really looking forward to 2025.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
If you'd like to get in touch with Paul Poole Southeast Asia Co Limited, you can email us on info@paulpoole.co.th, or you can go to the website paulpoole.co.th, or you can call us on +66 2622 0605 through to 7. Another global event. It's the favourite event that we've talked about ever on any of these podcasts. No, mainly because it's a sport. It's a sport that I love, and it includes one of Pep Guardiola's best friends.
Absolutely.
So that works for me. So if you listen to the previous episode, you'll have heard an interview about the Icons event. But we're going to put some flesh on those bones this week, I think.
Yeah.
We?
So we don't need to repeat. I mean, we spoke about Icon Series. We interviewed Thomas Brooks. We spoke about Rainwood Park and Robbinswood Golf Club. But just to confirm, the Icon Series presents Rainwood Icons of Football 2025, which will take place at Robbinswood Golf Club at Rainwood Park on the outskirts of Bangkok, the 28th of February to the 2nd of March next year. And the Icons of Football 2025 will see 24 of the best footballers in the world come and play, divided into two teams, Team England and Team World. Team England's captain is Lee Westwood, and Team World captain is Sergio Garcia. So two big names, and we had the first six players in each of those teams confirmed and announced. I think we mentioned all of them in the last episode, so I won't repeat myself.
There's a couple more been announced, but there's still about 8, I think.
No, there's still 12 left to confirm. So
team, do you want to go through them or shall I?
You can go through them.
Okay, so the confirmed players for Team England include Robbie Fowler, Joe Hart, Paul Ince, Paul Scholes, John Terry and Theo Walcott. And Team World has players whose names are much more difficult to pronounce. Gabriel Batistuta, Patrick Berger, Louis Figo, Peter Schmeichel, another ex-City player, and Dwight York gracing their team.
They are indeed.
Yeah.
Glad you said that. So,
but wait a minute. I mean, I don't think we emphasised it enough in the last podcast. This is a Ryder Cup format.
Yep.
And having met the players, right, at the previous event, they are so serious about this. I mean, this really is an England versus the world kind of tournament.
Absolutely.
And these guys care about their golf.
Yep.
Right. And they care about representing their countries. And
they care about winning.
I think they care about winning because that's the same thing almost, is that they want their team to win. England want England to win, obviously. And the one thing that I noted about ex-professionals is that regardless of the gobs of money that they've got, the play for their country genuinely mattered to them.
Yep.
And I think that's the appeal of this event for those ex-players.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes it so compelling and worth watching. And I want to talk about the incredible number, the estimated TV audience for this is how many?
Actually, we're expecting 8,000 spectators each day at the tournament.
Right.
Physically there, watching the players. Social media, let's look at social media, not TV. Social media, the combined teams' social media is more than 275 million people. So they have huge social media following. These players, obviously, they're going to be sharing throughout the day. They are all mic'd up, so there'll be live streams and there'll be broadcasts so you can hear all the action and all the swear words and the cursing and
Thomas said you get to see them as they are.
Yeah,
and I like that.
Yeah. So I mean, if listeners didn't listen to the last podcast, they should. Thomas's interview was fantastic. He really, said the whole feeling of the tournament and the players.
Well, he actually says that's what he wanted to achieve, is to show people who these guys are.
Yeah.
Because he knows them, and he knows that they're all, passionate but very sincere about what they're doing, and genuine people, not these cartoon characters that the media, presented them to the world as during their playing days. Which is, that's how the media works, and that's fine. And having met a couple of them, especially Paul, he was just absolutely delightful, and I should hate him still, because I'm a City fan. So, right, is there anything else on Icons, or do we need to move on?
Well, let's talk about the packages available. So, as usual, we've developed a comprehensive commercial sponsorship and partnership program for the Rainwood Icons of Football 2025. Rainwood Group are the title sponsor. Robbinswood Golf Club are the host venue. But we have in Tier 1, we have a presenting sponsor position available.
Wow.
We have up to 6 Tier 2 official partner programs available or positions available. And we also have in Tier 3 official supplier partners and official media partners, and we have up to 10 of each of those that we're looking for. And there are some special one-off packages as well. There's the naming rights to the hole-in-one. Obviously, this tournament has a $10 million hole-in-one with all monies going to charities. And we also have naming rights to the tournament buggies as well to get around the course. So we have really packages to suit different marketing budgets, different marketing objectives. So we have really something for everyone. So my team and I are right now going out to about 400 brands, actually speaking to them about this tournament. So some big announcements to come, we hope.
I mean, 275 million social media.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. It's huge. So think about the 8,000 people there each day, the huge social media exposure, and obviously the TV and live streams as well.
I mean, the people that are there are going to be sharing the stuff on social
Correct,
media
yeah.
as well as through the official
Absolutely,
channels.
yeah.
So that 275 million
is just the players.
exponential.
Absolutely.
Exponential growth.
Absolutely.
You know, in terms of the coverage.
No.
And so I know we can't go into too many details now, but I'm actually interested to know, will this be like banners on the course itself? What does it look like?
Okay,
the different levels.
Yeah, so like actually all of the packages we put together, we obviously have naming rights. We have branding and IP rights. So branding, yes. We have media and PR and broadcast and digital rights. We have hospitality. We have data capture, very important. And also, most important, experiential marketing rights, where the brands partnering this tournament can actually display their goods and services to the audience, to the spectators, where they can really experience the brands live at the event. So the usual type of rights that we put together, but they're very detailed in the newsletter this month. So actually, if listeners want to know more, they can go back to the newsletter where they can see the story, and attached to the story are the detailed sales materials as well, where you can see everything you need to know.
And for anyone who's curious about it, the moment you said hospitality, I just thought, at that place?
Yeah.
Because it is just stunning.
Yeah, I mean, so hospitality is built into the packages that we've developed, but separately from that, there will be hospitality packages available only as well. Right. So if from the general public, there are day tickets or weekend tickets. Yeah. And we also have hospitality packages where there's VIP hospitality available, where you can go and be in a VIP lounge with free flow food and beverage, and really meet the players as well, meet the icons and be part of that. There's obviously a Pro-Am, or should we say Icon-Am, where sponsors can actually play with the icons as well. So that's part of the packages too. So
I mean, for anyone who's into football or golf,
absolutely,
or both.
Absolutely.
That's an absolute dream
event.
It's
going to be a really great 2-3 days.
We'll have to podcast live every single day from the VIP hospitality area, which is my kind of personal way to watch any sports.
Of course.
Or not to watch them and just eat the prawn sandwiches. All right. If you'd like to get in touch with Paul Pool Southeast Asia Co Limited, you can email us on info@paulpool.co.th, or you can go to the website paulpool.co.th, or you can call us on +66 2622 0605 through to 7. The next thing is something that I am not well known for, my love of marathons and 10-mile runs and various things like that. But we're going into our running section, so I think we should do it really quickly. All right, so what's next? The 10-mile run. Tell me about it.
So yeah, we're talking about two different mass participation sports this episode. So first up is the Super Sports 10-mile run Thailand. That's back in 2025 with its Bangkok City Run. That's taking place on the 25th of May. There's two distances. There's the 5-mile run and the 10-mile run. It's the only run in Thailand measured in miles.
You see, and that's why I can't do it, because I will not run imperial distances. I'm strictly a decimal man. So carry on.
So Both distances start and finish at Central World, and the route is through the streets of Bangkok. So a really wonderful run. We're hoping this will become, like last year, a series. So we've only announced one run so far,
Okay.
but we're hoping to announce other runs as part of this in future newsletters and episodes of the podcast.
Right. So what packages have you got for this?
So again, we have a comprehensive commercial sponsorship and partnership marketing program. We have 2 tier 1 sponsorships available, title sponsor and presenting sponsor. We have up to 6 tier 2 co-sponsors, and we also have up to 10 tier 3 official suppliers and up to 10 tier 3 official media partners for this 10-mile run. And we've also developed some smaller packages for local partners, local businesses that want to get involved in a tier 4 package. So really, again, something for everyone. So something that will meet everybody's objectives and budget.
Interestingly, the participation of that is quite significant, isn't it? I mean, how many runners did?
Yeah, so we had just over 6,000 at each of the Supersports 10-mile run Thailand series in 2024 this year. And we're expecting around up to 8,000 runners for the city run. So,
and each one of them is videoing, taking selfies,
yeah. So
sharing it.
Absolutely.
So again, an exponentially huge audience.
Yep. Big media coverage. People love mass participation. There's so many different mass participation events here in Thailand. This is one in the heart of Bangkok, and big Thai participation, should I say, for the Supersports 10-mile run. Lots of Thais running this, and 10 miles is kind of a very popular, or 10K used to be a popular, 10 miles is a very popular distance. So, lots of people running the 10 and the 5 miles.
And there's a really significant charity angle to this event, right?
There is. I mean, we encourage, as around the world, for marathons and shorter distance runs. So the Supersports 10-mile run Thailand has a long history of supporting the local community. And 2025, proceeds will go to the Together Foundation, right, which supports disadvantaged people and people with disabilities. So that's great that they've been working quite closely with that foundation. But in addition to that, the Supersports 10-mile run Thailand has partnered with Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, so BMA, which is the governing body for Bangkok, and also Eco Crew, to encourage participants to use recyclable or reusable cups during the event. Obviously, when you're running a 10-mile, you need to hydrate with water or with electrolyte. A lot of these runs, there's lots of trash or rubbish left after the event because people are running, rehydrating, and dropping their rubbish. So we're trying to eliminate that by using cups that can be reused. So that's kind of a trend right now, and really great for for sustainability in the environment. So that's a great addition to this run.
And we mentioned marathons. I mean, that's a 10-miler Imperial. But we've got a marathon coming up as well. The Laguna Phuket Marathon.
Yep.
How many years?
So, if I remember correctly, this the 25 event is 19 years, and I think we've been working with the Laguna Phuket Marathon for 18 of those years. So almost not quite from the beginning, but almost from the beginning. And really, one of our favourite clients, great team at GAA Events, operating and organising this event. So the Laguna Phuket Marathon returns to Laguna Phuket on the 14th and 15th of June 2025. The historic tagline is "Run Paradise," and it really is running paradise. I mean, it's such a beautiful route with multiple distances. So on the Saturday,
I like this element.
Yeah. So on the Saturday at dawn now. So they used to run both days in the morning. They've changed this. So in 2025, on the Saturday at dawn, you can run a 10K or a 5K run or a 2K kids run. And on the Sunday morning, we have the full marathon, the half marathon, and the marathon relay. So something for everyone, multiple distances. And again, this event, we're expecting approximately 8,000 runners. Should be said that these mass participation events had a terrible time during COVID. Obviously, events were cancelled, postponed, and the participation levels have dropped significantly post-COVID. So we're really building the participation back up now. So in 2019, I think the Laguna Phuket Marathon had 15,000 runners. So we're expecting 8 this year and hopefully going up to 15 in future years again.
I hope so. Yeah. It just needs to get itself back on the map. Well, it's on the map with 8,000 people.
I mean, the Laguna Phuket Marathon really is a destination marathon, and it's probably the largest or certainly the fastest growing destination marathon in Southeast Asia. When I say destination marathon, what I mean is people fly in to run that event.
Yeah, and have a holiday.
Correct. So it's a bucket list event. So it's a bucket list marathon. Right. If you're a marathon runner anywhere in the world, Laguna Phuket is the one marathon you want to run once or twice or however many times. So you fly in. So I would say that 70% of the runners are flying in for this event, right. With the remaining percentage actually living here somewhere in Thailand, not necessarily in Phuket, and flying down to Phuket to run. So right. Really great. And as you said, they come for certainly the weekend of events. There's an expo, there's lots of... like there's a pasta party to carb up, but a lot of people stay for a week or 2 weeks and actually have a holiday at the same time. Not? And why wouldn't you on Phuket? Okay, so shall we do the packages for that? Sure. So again, exactly the same as the Supersports 10 mile run Thailand. The Laguna Phuket Marathon has 2 tier 1 sponsors, title and presenting, up to 6 tier 2 co-sponsors, and up to 10 official suppliers and up to 10 official media partners in tier 3. And again, we've developed in tier 4 local partner packages for Phuket businesses. So we want something for everybody. Perhaps local Phuket businesses don't have the budget to do tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3, so we have something for them as well. So Laguna Phuket has always had a great reputation for charitable work on the island, and I'm assuming it's the same with this event. Yeah, so Laguna Phuket Marathon supports local community with charitable contributions, and it does that through the Laguna Phuket Foundation. So projects include the Developing Sustainable Schools program, including School Partnership project, Survival Swim with Laguna Phuket, and Laguna Phuket's fully booked mobile learning centre. So really, Laguna's one of the title sponsors, so basically supporting Laguna Phuket's charitable giving. So another great mass participation sport giving back to the community. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, yeah, just a couple of things left now, I think. The ASN brands. Yeah, so we, the Paul Pool Southeast Asia, or the sponsorship experts, have sponsored the new ASN report, Brands in Volleyball Asia 2024. Obviously, we've done this to support our Volleyball World reappointment. So the ASN Brands in Volleyball Asia 2024 report looks at the brands that are sponsoring volleyball in the region. And we'll go into greater detail in the next episode because there'll be a newsletter story next month looking at the numbers. But this has really sprung from or follows the ASN Volleyball Asia market analysis that we did back in 2023. So looking at all of the volleyball in the region. So that's a great report. I suggest that everybody buy it. You can buy it on our website or on ASN's website. So have a look. Okay, so just a couple of things left to go through in any other business. Yep. So what's first? We have a save the date for our training workshops for 2025, sponsorship part 1 and part 2. The date is? The date is the 9th to 12th of September. So these are 4 one-day training workshops. The first 2 for rights holders, the following 2 for brands. And the reason for talking about it now is that we have a super early bird discount of 30% until the 27th of December 2024. And also that they're always oversubscribed. Yeah, well, we limit the number of people for each day to 20. Right. So there's only 80 delegates across both workshops, 40 rights holders, 40 brands. Reason we limit it, and the reason why we have cut-off dates so early, is that we actually tailor the workshops to the people in the room. So we develop a workshop that really benefits those people. So if you're a marathon, we will develop the workshop program around your marathon, so you can take away something that really benefits your business. Specific to the thing that you're doing? Specific to the people in the room. So great. 40 rights holders, 40 brands. Great. Yeah, it's a great workshop once a year. Okay. And finally, The other thing is Max.
Max.
So we haven't managed to speak to Maximilian Cooper yet.
I mean, we could have done, but you wouldn't have heard him.
It was so loud. I mean, as you heard at the end of the last podcast, it was very loud. We couldn't even hear ourselves, so we would never have heard him.
So this is Gumball 3000, by the way, we're talking about.
So I did get to speak with him, and we will get him on the phone for an interview, maybe this month, so maybe after I'm speaking now.
Hopefully not near any Ferraris and Bugattis
Correct.
revving their engines.
Or if not, in the future.
All right, that's good. I look forward to that.
Yeah, no, it'll be
we
fun.
were quite excited to talk to. Well, I was quite excited to talk to him. You know, I mean, some of the guys I've interviewed so far. I mean, these guys are operating at the top level of their industries, and so it's always like really interesting for me to talk to them.
Yeah,
you know, so hopefully we will get to.
He's a great guy. I mean, I've known Max for over 25 years.
Well,
He's
you were on the
guy.
first one, right?
Well, when I was head of marketing for Diesel, we sponsored the first two,
Right.
and I took part in the early editions of Gumball. Yeah. So great guy, hasn't changed a bit.
Lovely.
So really lovely guy. So I really hope we get to speak with him.
Well, I look forward to that.
Great.
So this has been great. All right. So
Thank you.
Next one is November.
Next month. Yeah. See you then.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Trevor.
Seeking sponsors? Seeking an opportunity to sponsor? Looking to maximise an already sponsored opportunity? Visit paulpaul.co.th, the sponsorship experts.